of his life, quote unquote.
Yeah. Well, you want to cast your picks for this shit?
I mean, we might as well. It's going to happen, whether we want it to or not, whether we watch it or not. And like I said, I really hope it ends up being just a fantastic, amazing show that has me on the edge of my seat. We'll see. I'm really going to try to watch all of it. I'm skeptical that I will. I know I'm not going to watch it tomorrow, so I might just find out what was great, what wasn't that great, and pick and choose. We'll see. I really want to see the Stadium Stampede, see what they do with that. The ladder match is going to be awesome with the contestants. The no DQ women's match I'm super excited for, and Mox Brody Lee I'm super excited for. But instead of me just running down the card here, let's begin at the beginning, or what they would call the buy-in, Paystee. We have a number one contenders match for the tag team championships. The Best Friends versus Private Party.
This is going to be a fun match.
I think this will be really good.
Regardless, I mean, I've been watching Private Party wrestle a teddy bear on being the Elite as of late. So they're really wanting to fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing Best Friends bring that fight. Who you got?
I'm going to go with who I think who I've been saying needs to be being pushed, and it doesn't seem like AEW's been pushing them the way I thought they were going to be pushed when they were brought in. I'm backing Private Party. Of course, Best Friends, everybody knows. I say the same thing every time. Chucky T, awesome. Trent Beretta, meh. I think this is the time to bring up the controversy also that AEW has put out signature shoes with various wrestlers on them. They've got I don't know who the fuck they got. I'm guessing they have Moxley and Jericho. I don't know who else they fucking got. Cody probably.
Cody.
But they didn't put Chuck Taylor on a shoe, and Chuck Taylor is literally named after a fucking shoe.
Well, that would be copyright infringement. That's why.
Damn it all. Yeah, just controversy wherever you look. I'm going Private Party, Paystee. What you got, buddy?
I'm going with Best Friends. I like Private Party, and I do think they should be pushed better, but Best Friends have been on kind of a comeback kick lately, and so I gotta go with Best Friends.
Am I the only one who thinks they need to I don't even know what the fuck Best Friends theme song is in AEW, but I want it to be the
it's literally Best Friends.
I want it to be the Golden Girls theme song.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a friend.
That'd be amazing.
Dun, dun, dun. And it works with their kind of fun, effervescent attitudes, I think.
They have all those segments where they're running through fields in slow motion for a hug.
Exactly. I think it really fits them. I would love to see it. I don't know what it would cost, but it wouldn't be out of the realms to think, I don't know. Turner owns a lot of libraries. Turner might own the Golden Girls library, so it might not cost him a single thing, as long as they're on Turner's network. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
you know,
dun.
Think of that. I know WCW did that a lot. They just, Eric Bischoff has said they literally had a library that was called just Turner Music, and they would just go through there and just grab shit and make it wrestlers' theme songs. It was free. Why the fuck not?
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Then we have Shawn Spears versus Dustin Rhodes. And what I'm assuming is a grudge match from the tournament. But I can't be certain because I have not been watching.
Yeah, I don't know. Were they in the TNT tournament?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Yes. I gotta go with Shawn Spears on this one. He needs a win. That's why.
Yeah, I agree with you. He needs a win. I'm kind of new stuff's coming out. New things are popping up all the time, and I've recently heard of this new Dark Order character named Ten, and he's a masked wrestler. And the thing is, I haven't seen him. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what his body type is. I don't know how he wrestles. I just seen he had a match against Moxley, but I'm wondering. I'm thinking as soon as I see that, I'm thinking 10. It's a wrestler under a mask called 10. Shawn Spears, Ty Dillinger, 10.
Yeah.
He comes out at 10 in the Battle Royal and shit. We all know his gimmick. So I'm thinking that would be a good reason for him to lose. But Dustin Rhodes, he needs to be moderated. He can't just win every single goddamn match.
Yeah.
And Shawn has more. I mean, Dustin Rhodes is not going down any pegs in the fans' eyes if he loses a match. And Shawn Spears, like you said, he needs to be built up, and they seem to be kind of stop and go with him. They seem to have one foot on gas and one foot on the brake. So I'm saying let Shawn take it. Give him that 10, baby.
Yeah, I don't see why not. He's definitely up and coming. I look forward to seeing more him and Cody rivalry in the future. And I mean, if he beats his brother, that just fuels that fire even more, right?
Oh, I think it's great. I think it continues the story. I mean, just having this match continues the story. So that's good. Next up, we have the match. One of the matches that may or may not. Well, the only match that may or may not happen, but. We got Dr. Britt Baker, DDS, versus Chris Statlander, the Alien. Both women could use a win. They're both coming up and being built. But I really think from just what I've read and what I've seen, they're finally pushing Britt Baker. And I've read a lot of stuff where fans are getting behind her now. And I know when she first came in, everybody was just shitting on her. And it's like, she was green, but I liked her. I like Chris Statlander an awful lot also, to be honest. But I think Brett Favre, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think Brett Favre could definitely take the win here. She could use it. And I think Chris isn't, again, I don't think she's losing a lot losing to Britt Baker.
No, I agree entirely. Chris Statlander before AEW was very green in the wrestling world. Britt Baker, yeah, she rubbed fans the wrong way in the beginning, but she couldn't cut a promo. But lately, that's basically all she's been doing since she started tearing into JR and help me out here.
Excalibur?
No, the other one.
Tony Schiavone?
There you go.
Oh, good stuff. I like that.
Yeah. So
anytime you can give Tony Schiavone shit, I'm happy.
Yeah. And she starts getting the heel heat, and then everybody starts to love her, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah,
I want her to win so bad, but in light of recent news, I kind of want to change my answer if that's a thing. And therefore, I'm going with Chris Statlander, not even the person who may replace Britt Baker.
Yeah, I really have a strong feeling that I have a feeling she's not going to make it to the pay-per-view, but I hope she does. If she does, I hope she wins. I mean,
it'll be a miracle if all three of them make it there.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing does throw a wrench in it because let's say Britt Baker is able to make it to the pay-per-view, she might need to take time off to rehab or get surgery, so it wouldn't be good. I guess the championship isn't on the line, so I guess it wouldn't hurt for her to win, so I'm going with who I originally picked. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not changing horses midstream. That's a phrase I heard once. So, yeah. So you're going Chris officially, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Then we have the match everybody's been dreaming of since AEW's inception. MJF versus Jungle Boy.
Oh, my gosh.
I love MJF, but I gotta go with Jungle Boy. I think MJF is set. He's locked. He's golden. But Jungle Boy is kind of the future. And the future is now.
I'm going to disagree that Jungle Boy is the future. I think he's good at what he does. I think he's always going to be where he is, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all, but his gimmick doesn't work in a company that's full of small, super talented wrestlers. He is the smallest, as far as I know, but it's still, I think he's good at what he does. I like what he does. I think he's just going to be where he is, and you need people to be where he is. I like that. At the same time, honestly, MJF losing to a quick little surprise victory could actually be good for MJF's heel heat. You know, I mean, it makes me think of Razor Ramon losing to the 1-2-3 Kid when the 1-2-3 finally just rolled him up, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was huge. So I could see that. I think that would be awesome, and I wouldn't have a problem with Jungle Boy pulling the upset. Just barely, just a fluke.
Yeah.
Like if it would have been a half second different, MJF would not have lost. But I'm still gonna say I like MJF being somewhat of a credible threat, not only just a shit fucker. So I don't want him losing to Jungle Boy, but I could see if he pulled off the old 1-2-3 Kid victory, I wouldn't be upset. But I'm sticking MJF.
All right.
And then we got the illustrious Stampede in the stadium. As Chris Jericho once said, it's amazing. It's just like a street fight, but it's in a stadium. Badass, baby. We're going to see the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Adam Page, and an interim Matt Hardy as far as we are understanding. We don't think he's an official Elite, but he's tagging in. You got the hot tag, baby. And they're taking on the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz.
Yes.
This is, nobody knows what to expect other than if it's really in a football stadium like it's supposed to be, that's a lot of room for a street fight.
Yeah,
Almost too much room. It's gonna be really interesting to see how they play this out because everybody in this match, to various degrees, I would say, are super talented people. So they're going to make it fun. They're going to make it entertaining. I think this would work better as a pre-tape match like WWE has done recently, and maybe that's what they're doing.
It's got Matt Hardy in it. I wouldn't doubt it.
But I don't know. I think it would work better pre-taped and edited than live. Yeah. But again, I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't really know the whole story going into this other than the Elite's always been feuding with the Inner Circle. I don't know any of the offshoots of this, but I'm going to say Chris Jericho is the heel. They're the heel ones, right? Inner Circle, they're heels, right? Yeah. We're going to give it to the heels. If you're in a street fight, it's easy for the heels to take advantage.
Oh, yeah. And you could easily Page.
Well, and you could easily use the Matt Buck injury as a sale too, to be like, the good guys are down a person. Maybe he isn't able to make it. Maybe they're down a person and the Inner Circle really swarms on him and uses the numbers advantages, and I like that. I'm sick. I'm going Inner Circle.
Yeah. Like I said, the Adam Page is still yet to split himself from the Elite. I think this is where you would do it. I don't know that he would join the Inner Circle, but he could just walk away. And if Matt's out, then that would just leave 3 on 5.
Right.
So that could be interesting. I guess maybe if Matt's out, maybe Page doesn't do it here. That's always a chance too. But I think the Outer Rhombus is going to take this one.
Is the Outer Rhombus the Elite?
No, the Inner Circle.
Oh, okay. It was opposite of the words, so I thought I couldn't tell.
I know, I thought it could go either way.
I'd like you to specify a little bit here. You just wanted to be vague so that no matter who won, you're like, that was my pick.
Well, that's why we have the podcast, right? So I actually have to state it out.
You were trying not to, buddy. I had to pull it out of you. Just like that time at camp.
It was
just... I had to pull it out of you.
Well, you had to put it in first.
Well, you put it in. I told you not to. I told you it wouldn't fit. It wasn't made for that. Too much girth. Well, from one gimmick match to the next, Paystee, what's up?
I thought we were done. No, I'm kidding. Then we have the AEW TNT Championship Finals.
I don't think we do, Paystee.
You're right, because we have the Casino Ladder match for the AEW Championship match.
I knew you were there, buddy.
Yes.
Get it.
Sorry, it was a big blurb and then a big blurb. You should split those up.
I did, with numbers
it's not
and
your fault.
paragraphs.
You didn't book the show. It's not you.
Thank you.
Seeing Darby Allin versus Colt Boom Boom Cabana versus Orange Cassidy versus Phoenix versus Scorpio Sky versus Kip Sabian versus Frankie Kazarian versus Luchasaurus versus Tuberculosis. TBA.
Yes. Asses.
This sounds like a lot of fun.